Hi, my name is Tiffany Carter and I am a graduate student at Bushnell University. This is my video assignment for my leadership course titled Leadership and Mission Fulfillment. So the mission statement is learn, discover, heal, create, and make the world ever better. This is the mission statement of the new Roosevelt University. I brought you all here together to discuss the changes that have taken place since the merge between Robert Morris University and Roosevelt University. The combination of the two universities will allow us to build on both universities' historic missions that honor diversity and access to education, welcoming first-generation students and minorities. This integration aligns the strengths of both universities to better serve the diverse student population which is ever present in the Chicagoland area. With a stronger financial position, the university will be able to expand academic paths and develop innovative new programming for current and prospective students. This merger should not be looked at as simply a business transaction, but rather about preserving the culture and missions of both universities as the industry of higher education continues to evolve. The new Roosevelt University will be nationally recognized as a catalyst for students from all backgrounds to receive transformational learning experiences. Those who attend the new Roosevelt University will become socially responsible residents who thrive in a diverse and changing world. With that being said, the intention is to continue to be creative in approach, utilizing complementary resources and strengthening areas of excellence, all to help students become more successful in their future endeavors. Since 1945, Roosevelt University has strived to be a beacon of innovation, inspiration, and achievement to its students. By building bulletproof student relationships, Roosevelt University will improve the retention of its students to 90% by the end of the 2021-2022 academic school year. There must be a shift to a student-first approach with regards to communication, information delivery, academic affairs, and the overall student experience. In order to do that, we must start at the beginning, and that's the enrollment process. What we have discovered with this merge was that one of the key areas that could be improved in both universities was communication between the institution and the students. Based off surveys on student experience satisfaction, students were not pleased with how matters of their academic success was handled. In particular, with communication, they often felt that they were getting the runaround, conflicting information, and that there had been a lack of transparency, especially during the trying and uncertain times of COVID-19. With this merger, leadership wanted to change the narrative that students' needs and concerns were not of the most importance to the university. Administrators wanted to create a safe and welcoming space where students can get their questions and concerns addressed. In doing so, they came up with a plan to construct meeting suites where students would have representatives from various departments come to them and meet them where they are versus having the students run around attempting to locate members of these various departments. Which departments that representative came from will be dependent upon the needs of the student. Also, what was needed was a more streamlined enrollment process with less handling of the students. This will cut down on miscommunication, misinformation, and messy handoffs of the students as they transition in their enrollment. But even still, we must take the student experience back even further to the beginning, and that's the enrollment process. We want to ensure that students are getting the attentive, concise, and consistent information from the person that they trust the most, and that's their admissions counselor. What I can say from experience as an enrollment advisor is that not only am I assisting students through the enrollment process, but often I find myself in roles of cheerleader, motivator, confidant, teacher, and leader. Those roles create a bond and a rapport between the admissions counselor and the student, and that bond has been broken. We need to heal that bond and fix the damage. We need to heal the bond and fix the damage that we have contributed to. We need to cherish that bond, protect it, and treat it with the dignity and professionalism that it deserves. And that is why the first year of the strategic planning, the focus is on training the entire enrollment team on how to properly engage with the student from the initial outreach attempt to walking them through the steps of the enrollment process up until the student transitions into their prospective program. Using outreach techniques that have been proven to be effective, counselors will be trained on how to conduct inbound and outbound calls, emailing and texting students, proper documentation, and providing accurate and up-to-date program information. I also believe role-playing will be effective in getting each other comfortable with using these techniques so that they feel like second nature and less robotic when engaging with the students. We will be able to measure the success of these new methods by comparing the number of students that go through the entire admissions process, also known as the student life cycle, from the previous year to the next. I also propose that instead of waiting until the end of the year to find out what we did wrong and not being able to fix it immediately, I wanted to start sending out student satisfaction surveys throughout the academic year so that any adjustments that need to be made to our strategy, we can make them then and there versus waiting until the next academic school year, which may be too late. What we must remember is that there is no one right answer. Rather, it is about the strategy that works for us. Using that strategy and building upon it, coming up with the 3 C's, a creative, collaborative, and a consistent strategic plan that seeks to help students to develop an understanding and appreciation for the complex cultural and physical worlds in which they live, and to realize their highest potential of intellectual, physical, and human development, making the world ever better. Thank you for your time and your efforts. They are greatly appreciated.